out there, world? Welcome to this edition of Smoking and Baking with tradeMarc. And today, tradeMarc's going to be baking for you a homemade, made from scratch, lemon, Oreo, and cookies cream cheese pound cake. And the ingredients are as follows. So right here, I'm going to be using like 15 to 20 of these lemon flavored Oreo cookies. That's like a sleeve and a half almost. I'm also going to be using 3 cups of this Swan's Down cake flour, 3 cups of this Domino granulated sugar. I'm going to be using 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of this vanilla extract. I'll also have 6 large eggs here at room temperature. I'm going to be using 1 to 2 tablespoons of this lemon extract. I'm also going to be using 1 3.4 ounce box of this Jello pudding. I have 3 sticks of unsalted butter here in the back. They are at room temperature. And I also have some Philadelphia cream cheese. And this is an 8 ounce thing of Philadelphia cream cheese. But I'm only going to use 7 for the cake and 1 ounce for the glaze. So once again, here are the ingredients that I'm going to be using to make this homemade, made from scratch, lemon Oreo cookie cream cheese pound. To help me assist in baking this cake, I'm going to be using my stand mixer with the paddle attachment, and I'm going to be using my KitchenAid food processor to puree the cookies. So let's get to baking. So right here I have my 3 cups of Swan's Down cake flour. I have 1 box of lemon Jello pudding and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And I got it right here in my sifter, and I'm just going to sift it. We're going to go into our next step, where we're going to get this butter and the cream cheese. We're going to cream. So here in my mixing bowl, I already have 7 ounces of the 8 ounce thing of Philadelphia cream cheese, and I have 3 sticks of unsalted butter. Both were at room temperature. Now I'm going to switch it up a little bit, because I'm still learning, and I'll be watching a lot of videos and seeing, how other people be mixing things up. So I'm going to try something different, and I'm going to add my flavors in my butter and my cream cheese. So right now, this is like a tablespoon and a half of lemon extract. This is a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And something I forgot to mention when I was doing the ingredients, I'm also going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I already put my mixer down, and I'm going to mix this like on number 3. And let that mix up before I add the sugar in. So I got the butter and the cream cheese mixed. So now I'm going to add in my 3 cups of sugar. And I'm going to let this mix on high for 12 minutes. But in between those 12 minutes, at least 1 or 2 times, I'm going to scrape down the sides of my bowl. I always mention that. So we want to make sure everything is mixed properly. Next, I'm going to add in my cake flour mix and also the Oreo cookies. I'm going to add the flour in like in 3 parts. Before I add that last part in, I'm going to add in the Oreos. And here, excuse me, here go the Oreos crushed. It made like 2 cups. I want to use 1.5 cups and actually put that in the mix, and the other half a cup I'm going to use and put on top of the cake. Spray down my bun pan with some this is pan bacon spray with powder. I do prefer Baker's Joy, but I'm going to use that till it's done. So let me get this batter here in the bun pan. Turn this around to this side. This is, I taste some of the batter, and it is like delicious. Like, I know this cake is going to be good. I'm glad I ran across this recipe. So I'm going to smooth this out. This was a big cake. Ooh. So right now I'm just smoothing it out as best as I can. And then I'm going to shake it. Now, I'm not going to tap it because we don't want the cookies to sink to the bottom. And when I was looking at the video of the person making the cake, I was like, that made a lot of sense. You know, we don't want to tap it because the cookies will sink to the bottom, and we do want the cookies to be throughout the cake. So I already got the ovens preheated to 325. We're going to leave it in there like for an hour and 10 minutes, and I'll see you then. So now it's time to get the cake out the oven. It's been here like for an hour and 10 minutes. And it looks beautiful. So we want to go ahead and do the toothpick. Make sure it's done. The toothpick came out clean. So we want to let this cool about for 10-15 minutes before we flip it out. So we're going to make this glaze real quick. So right here in my measurement bowl, I have 1 ounce of Philly cream cheese. And I'm going to add, this is like 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. And I'm just going to mix that around a little bit. I'm also going to add just like a smidgen of this lemon extract, like a little capful. And I'm also going to add in just a drop of this yellow food coloring. That was like 2 drops, but you got it though. And I'm going to add some milk. Now I'm going to add very little at a time, you know, so I can get it to the right texture that I want. I don't want it too thick and I don't want it too runny. And just always remember, if you add too much milk, you can always add more powdered sugar. Milk a little frozen a little bit. Let's go ahead and look at the date on that. I'm just going to add a little bit more milk because it's kind of thick. And here we got it. We got our glaze. So earlier I already flipped the cake, and here it goes. So now I'm going to put the glaze and the rest of the cookie crumb on the cake.